You seen all those posts? We have a lot of fun in Debunkers Anonymous on Facebook, so you might want to go check that out. We're almost at 700 members. So, yeah, go join. I know a lot of you guys love Paranormal Files. Big YouTuber, who's getting bigger. And most of you guys think that everything you see is real. Not after this video. Now, before I get into this video, I shouldn't have to say it, which 99% of you guys wouldn't anyway, but anybody that I feature in a video, don't go saying stuff. Unless you say, you know, hey, you're staging stuff, then that's alright. They'll probably block you and delete your comment, but it's alright. But, like I said, we're all about positivity here, okay? Don't give me that look. Now, that being said, Colin, old buddy, old pal. See, before the shape come along 3 years ago, that's some of the best content to kind of sit through, because they wisened up ever since us debunkers popped up. So you go watch those old videos, sometimes you find little nuggets, little gems, little diamonds in the rough, if you will. And I got you, Colin.
So we're here today at Lincoln High School once again, providing an update for those of you who really liked the episode last time. Today we're going in with psychic medium Donna O'Day, and she's going to attempt to cleanse the spirit from the basement and try to tell what it is down there. Because at the moment we don't know if it's a human, a demon, or something even darker.
What could be worse than a demon? What could be darker? I mean, with the exception of the devil himself. I'm not following you on that one.
Donna O'Day is a widely known psychic from Sioux Falls who specializes in psychic readings and spiritual cleansing. She's heralded locally as a completely authentic psychic medium.
Well, granted, she does look like a psychic medium, I'll give you that. I don't know how you guys feel about psychic mediums. Comment down below. I personally would love to interview one and put them to the test. That's an open invitation.
Ghost is a human being who has died.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
And for one or another, they didn't go to the light. I liken them to a driver who's lost, who just needs directions.
Just out of curiosity, how do them ghosts miss that big, blinding, bright light that everybody talks about? You're in a world of dark, gray, and there's a big, bright light, yet you can't find it.
The only thing you can do with this is try to change the vibes.
To help others.
I have nothing to add to that, what she said. I just want to take the time to appreciate the biggest pea stain on a bed that I've ever seen in my life.
There's a man in there.
Oh my gosh.
I just love it. There's a man in there. Oh my gosh. My eyes crooked.
We arrived at the school around 4 o'clock, and by 4:05, Donna was there and ready to cleanse some spirits.
Here's Donna. Now, all jokes aside, I got a really, really, really good debunk coming, I'm telling you. It's worth the wait. Also, I'm going to have a secret word somewhere in this video, and I want you to comment it below. That way I can see who's, watching through the whole video and not fast forwarding it. Okay? You know who you are. Don't backtalk me. Shut up. Shut your mouth.
After we got all of our equipment running, we grouped together and headed down into the basement of the school where we had earlier experienced the bulk of our activity. We were joined that day by Donna, 2 of her helper friends, and 1 of their daughters as well. Since Donna is a family friend, my entire family asked to accompany us into the school's underbelly in order to witness what was to come. As we all became situated, Nick and I recapped to the group the events that occurred in these very rooms in our previous investigation.
Well, this room doesn't feel so great.
I love that woman. Well, this room doesn't feel so great. It's a gigantic place, big as a parking garage, and it's like single-digit cold. I guarantee you, being surrounded by all that concrete, that room doesn't feel good at all.
Although we planned on pressing on into the more active rooms right away, Donna began picking up on some negative vibes in the first room and immediately called us back in.
Did you ever take anything back there?
No, we didn't go back there at all.
Oh, even take some pictures back there?
Maybe we should do a video of it.
Do you like feel something over there?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go over there. We should do really quick.
All right, Miss Cleo, you point me in the right direction, and Daddy take care of it. Now, I want you to pay attention to this next clip that's coming up, because this is one of probably the biggest catches I've probably ever done on this channel. It's very minute, and if you're not paying attention, it might blow right by and you'd never know it. See, well, you can watch the clip, and I'm not messing with this clip. You can go to his video. I'm not touching anything. I want you to watch this clip and then comment below what you see on first glance.
Is there somebody back here?
We immediately walked over to the exact spot where Donna had pointed out the negative spirits hiding and crawled back underneath their hiding space.
I'm sure you heard the big demon gasp, the big exhale of whatever this thing is. It's a big long one, and somehow Colin missed it. It's his job to catch this stuff, but he missed probably the most obvious ghost gasp, demon gasp I've ever heard in my life. And I'm going to point out how he hears other things throughout the video, yet he didn't pick this up. Yet, when he edited the video, he left it in there. That's not the thing. I've heard that before. And I'm going to show you some examples of a similar sound that you can get off YouTube. Let's just compare them. Oh, but trust me, it gets better.
We immediately walked over to the
Now, granted, they sound similar. I found two different demon voices that sound similar to the one he has in his video. But after listening to them, one could say, well, shape, they sound similar, but they're not exact. And you'd be right. But you can tamper with it to make it sound any high pitch, low pitch, longer, shorter, faster. You can add stuff, echo, reverb. You can add that stuff. But that's not the big catch. Now, there's a cut in there. He cut it. And now, I know you're thinking, well, what's a cut got to do with it? Watch it one more time, and I want you to hear that ghost gasp go over both clips, which is impossible. When there's a cut there, how does the gasp continue to the second clip? If, when you cut it, it would have cut the gasp had it been in the same room with him. That's proof it's added in post. Listen again.
We immediately walked over to the
That's proof that he added that in post, 100%. It's not 99% or 98% proof. It's 100% Colin added this in post-production. Because if something's breathing on location and you put a cut there, the breath is going to cut with it. The breath is not going to overlap into the second clip. It's impossible. Now, I'm going to slow it down to where you can hear the breath continue after the cut occurs. It is impossible. The cut's in two different places. So, the breath should have stopped with the first cut and not overlapped into the second. That's proof he overlaid the sound. Colin, you know I'm right.
We immediately walked over to the
We immediately walked over to.
See, the cut is there. He gets closer to that pillar, that steel pillar. Yet the ghost breath continues over through one clip and into the other, which is impossible. Once you cut, the breath should have cut. That means Colin added it in post, 100%. There's no debating it. You can't argue in the comments about it. This is 100% proof. I slowed it down to show you the breath continues after the cut. It shouldn't. That proves he stages his content. Whew, man.
The exact spot where Donna had pointed out the negative spirits hiding and crawled back underneath their hiding space.
Is there somebody that lives under here? Dude, look, I just took a picture and it just came out black. Even though there was stuff on the picture. Look, here. Look, you can see my flashlight beam on the lens. See that right there? Yeah. Now look.
This is actually a very strange event. As I held my phone taking photos of the spirit's hiding space, one of the photos I took suddenly came out pitch black. This was impossible to occur, however, as you can see the flash from my camera on the film. It seems that we just picked up on some sort of dark negative energy on camera.
Yes, you could have caught some dark energy on camera. I'm not going to debate you there. But it also could have been just your finger blocking... Whoops, I didn't. Moving on. It could have been your finger blocking the lens of the camera. Let me show you. I did a little bit of an experiment myself. Check this out. Alright, this is a picture of what I was taking. And then I put my finger on it, and this is what that looks like. I'm just saying it could have.
Suddenly, Donna began to be able to discern who exactly was hiding in the space.
What do you think it is?
Well, it's they're not human. They're non-human. They're negative, and so they want to be strictly left alone. They don't think they're doing any harm, however they are, because they're feasting on timid, frightened people.
All right, Miss Cleo. If they're not human, how do you understand or know anything about them or what they want? That's my first question. Second off, if they're feeding on humans, I mean, what are they, vampires? That was a bad joke, I know it. Shut up.
And they count on keeping those people frightened because those people are a food source for them. And there's a whole bunch.
Vampires, I told you. Yeah, I caught that EVP myself, okay? Let's hear it one more time. Colin, buddy, you're slacking. You should have caught that. That's your job.
Yes.
This is a taunting spirit that's down here. It's taunting. Unlike those ones that are more like suckers, of energy, this is a taunting spirit. It's really nasty. And it's saying, why don't you have some sugar?
Diabetes. Shout out to you, Wilford Brimley. Lady, I'm going to say this as politely as I possibly can. You're full of it.
That's what it's doing.
Is it more like talk than anything, or does it cause harm?
It causes harm. It's capable of causing harm. And that spirit is here with us right now.
Do you have any idea where he's at?
Right here.
I don't want to go on like a big rant or tirade, but if you got all these gifts, why waste them on paranormal? Why not find missing people and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Put yourself to a real test, because if you're really psychic, you could do that. But you don't, because that requires you being found out about, because you can't, they're not going to find out about you talking about ghosts, because the ghosts aren't going to validate anything you say. But if you said, oh, I know where a missing person is, and they found that missing person where you said they were, you'd be famous.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
And once again, that's another EVP I found in his video that he didn't mark. Yet here in just a minute, he's going to be, oh, did you hear that noise? And it's so subtle you can barely hear it. Yet that giant breath that I just proved that he put post-production, he missed that. But he found these little subtle knocks.
Oh my god, this has never died before.
Unexpectedly, we found that our EMF was dead, even though we had just replaced all of its batteries with a freshly bought pack right before the investigation. It wasn't dead the entire time, however, as I had turned it on camera before we headed down into the basement. Now, no matter what we would do, it would not turn on.
It's never been proven that ghosts drain a battery. That's just speculation. Let's get that straight right now. Oh yeah, we have an EVP coming up that Colin missed again. Yet you can hear it plain as day when you watch the video. Yet he edits it and everything, but he don't hear it, and that's his job.
Your Ovilus isn't that working?
Yes.
Whose keys are those?
Woke us up.
Yeah, whose keys
I hear a voice. Does anybody else hear that? Is that, could we be? Could we be? Could we be? Could we be?
You know, based on warm and cold temperatures, metal pipes make that kind of noise, so that's not a spirit. Yet I'm surprised that you heard that, Colin. Yeah, you couldn't hear all these other obvious ones, but you heard that one. You're playing that fine Waldo stuff that I state in every video. But this time at least, I caught you adding one in post-production. Once that you can't argue with it either. Nobody can argue with it. That's 100% busted. It's proven you staged.
Is that, could we be? Could we be? Could we be? Could we be?
Yeah, he picked that up, but he didn't hear that big, large ghost breath that he added in post. But let's take the time to watch that one more time, because I appreciate stuff like that. And I want you to watch it one more time. And slow it down if you have to, but I want you to watch it when that edit happens. I want you to watch that ghost whisper go on both clips. Like I said, it should have stopped at the edit, but it bled right over into both clips. Huh. Busted.
Somebody back here?
We
No, it wasn't. It was like that.
Did you see that bang though?
Yeah, I heard that banging, but this is.
Now, coming up, I want you to hear this deep exhale by a spirit that Colin doesn't hear. Although, like I said, he edits the videos. He should have picked up on it, because it's loud and obvious. Yet, he'll pick up on something a lot more minute.
This is a different. This is a different. This is a different.
It's like some things he catches, and then some things he don't. Although the things that I pointed out were so obvious, it didn't take me 2 takes, or it took me 1 watch to catch all of them. Like I said, he edits his videos and he looks for this stuff. That's what he does. And he missed them. Even the ones he put in post. Yes!
That was like a scratch. It says my way. It says my way. It says my way.
You're not even like. You're not even like. What?
Now this is no hate toward Colin. He's a good kid, I believe, I think. Seems to be. But yeah, this is 100% proof that he, like I said, he added that one whisper I showed you in post, because the edit and everything proves it. Like I said, there's no argument. He staged it. Now, I'm sure a few of you will be disappointed, and I understand that. But you guys want me to be honest and point out, no matter who it is, be honest, point out things that I catch. That's what I do, and sometimes it's things you don't want to hear. Oh, and the secret word is refrigerator magnet. Okay? Anyway, we're putting out a lot of bangers lately. We're that awesome. I enjoyed this video. It was fun to make. And it's a really good bust. Like I said, 100% bust. Period. I love you guys, and I appreciate all you do. I'll see you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.